Here is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. 1964 this movie came out. Stop motion animation. I have seen this film more than any other film that I've watched. And I watch a lot of movies because I do this all the time. I've seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer more than any other movie. I've watched this movie since I was 3 years old, sitting down on the couch in my old place where I grew up in suburbia Niagara Falls, Ontario, with my two older sisters, and we enjoyed Rudolph every single year without fail. This is before TiVos and I think this is I don't want to date myself, but I think this is back in the day where they didn't even have VCRs. We had to be there at 8 o'clock at night watching it when it showed up on Tuesday, a random Tuesday night before Christmas time. We had to be there on the couch in order to watch this show. Now the kids can watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer anytime, and I love it for it. So I think this is a terrific film. I've watched this film over 30 times in my life, and every time I watch it, I see something new, and it's like a whole new experience because the older I get, the more cynical I get. There's a time where I believed in Santa Claus. There's a time where I didn't believe in Santa Claus. Then I believed in Santa Claus again, and then I stopped believing him, then I believed him in again, and then I believed in Rudolph, and I never understood, even at age 3, how Rudolph had a kind of like a light bulb, a red light bulb when he was born. I don't know. Maybe he's just one of those X-Men characters or something like that. All I know is that stop-motion animation holds up forever. And I know these CGI Hollywood people are going to be doing, and they're doing some great things with the new animation, but you wonder how long those films are going to hold up. But stop-motion animation, without fail, there's a certain charm to them, and they'll stand the test of time. 1964, this movie came out, and I guarantee you, 100 years from now, people will still be watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Just a little side note, speaking of people watching this year by year, the actress who played Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, her first role at age 42, she was from Toronto, Ontario, which is where I live right now, which is great. She was paid $350 to do the voiceover work for playing Rudolph. She only earned residuals for 3 years, meaning that only the first 3 years that this show aired on television that she made some extra money. After that, she made nothing. So every year, her grandkids, her great-grandkids, whoever down the family tree is going to listen to one of their relatives playing Rudolph, she doesn't make any money from that. I know someone's making a lot of money from this show because it comes out every single year, and without fail, it's one of those timeless classics that the money keeps on rolling up the truck because basically everybody's going to be watching this movie year by year. All I got to say is that to finish this off is that 30 years later, watching this movie, and I watched it with my girlfriend, who's not from the Christian faith, who watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the first time. So I actually got to watch it from a whole new perspective as well. When I just recently watched this film in 2013, and she loved it because there's a certain charm to it, and they're telling a good story, a good message about if you're different, don't judge. Because everybody's special and everybody has a unique gift, but in order to get to that arc as a story, Santa's a bit of a prick in this movie. He's so judgy, and Donner, the one who gave birth the root, well, not Donner, but Donner's his reindeer lover gave birth to Rudolph. They're all judgy. They're so judgy, and it's like. And it takes us a while to get through for them to come around on their judginess, but only when they really need Rudolph. I don't know. It's it has a good message to it, but Santa's kind of a jackass in this movie, and he's got to really step up and if he wants to be a role model to the kids, Santa, don't be so judgy. Everybody's special, and the whole land of misfit toys. Just because a toy is different as well, you can't give them to the kids. Come on, let's step up to the plate here, Santa Claus, and let's hear what Christmas is all about. It shouldn't take a X-Men Rudolph character with a light bulb of a nose to basically understand you to come around. You should already come around. This is what your job is, to be a good role model for the kids. So step up to the plate, Santa Claus. That's my review. I love Rudolph. Can't wait to see you next year.